Happy Saturday afternoon. Welcome to the stream. It's kind of warm out today, and I'm just going to keep the lights down a little bit to keep things cooled off. I also have my kitty here, who's sitting right behind me. He likes to be just behind. That's his preferred location. Yeah, welcome to the stream. So we're going to try and chip away at this massive project, this graphic novel that I have here. And we're going to try to have a good life. I hope y'all are ready for it. So I kind of have to set things up a little bit, but yeah, things should be good. Let's drop this in, let people know on social media what we're doing. Ooh, this probably won't work this way. Maybe I could just drop it on the desktop. I don't know. What happens when I do that? Oh, the screen goes black. Goes black. What about now? Oh, looks like we're back. Still learning how this stuff works, y'all. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Get that handled. Now I can see why people have assistants on their stream. Maybe one day I'll get an assistant, but for now I do everything on my own. Let's see, screenshots. Let's do recents. I really do like Apple computers. How is that not a recent screenshot? I don't understand. No. How did that happen? I don't understand why the computer does that. Let's see, where are we at here? Okay. Well, if I'm going to do this, I got to turn on some music. Remember, there's a kitten in the room. At all times, remember, this environment is filtered by a kitten. I can't sit all the way back because I have a kitten here, right near. Well, how in the world did that not turn into a recent screenshot? I don't understand. Let's open up a new one, a new Finder. I have to use an Apple, or I have to use a PC at work, and I hate it. Only because the way Apple's set up, it's just a lot easier for people who edit images and stuff like that. Oh, this is kind of funny. So yeah, hopefully somebody shows up and then I can bounce some banter off. I wonder if, hold on, we might actually have material to comb through. Let's take a look at it. I'll be right back. Yeah, here we go. Well, not sure what you got going on this Saturday or when you're watching this or if you're watching this or anything like that, but I will say today it is scheduled for me to do a significant amount of work. So we'll go until the stream maybe crashes. It seems like the computer gets a little overwhelmed by about the 3-hour mark. So then what I can do is I can take a break and then come back. But at some point, sitting down and drawing is a very sedentary lifestyle, and also sitting down and editing, same thing, right? Like it's no different than spending a lot of time studying and things like that. Ooh, looks like we're peaking a little bit. Check, 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 check. Yeah, we peak a little bit on this here, don't we? This mic's right up on there. Check, 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 check. All right, looks like we're good. So yeah, I'll have to take a bike ride at some point. I'll probably take a couple bike rides today. I'll do one because I'm not going out for Saturday, so I'll take a nice little easy one and just try to stay really chill, and then I'll come back and try to do a second leg of work. Now, oftentimes I make these predictions. You could probably do a supercut of me saying I'm going to do streams and then I just don't, so I want to be better about that. I want. Where in the world did that thing go? I haven't a clue. It was just here. Where would we go with screenshots? I don't understand. So 2000. Why would we have 2023? The last 30 days, exactly. Yeah. Recent. Maybe we can try date created. There should be one here. No. Still nothing. I had just taken a screenshot of the stream, and now I'm not seeing it. Let's see. Not here, not here. Now, where in the world would that go? Let's minimize this. Let's see what that does to the stream. No? Looks like you guys don't get to see nothing until this comes back. Let's see if it went on the desktop at all. I don't see it. Dango, dango. Guess I could try another one and try to grab it. This cat just keeps crawling up my back. No? There you go. Much better. Mucho better. Now let's move this to the phone. This cat is always attacking things. I can't talk to him though. I wish I will say, like, when you have a dog, dogs are more like trying to figure out how to make you happy kind of stuff. And I don't get the sense from cats. Like, cats don't seem to care. Full access is fine. Oh, so let's get the link. So we should be live on Insta. No, I'm not live on Insta. Boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, trying to go live on Insta though is tough. Makes the phone hot and stuff. Let's see. Don't be biting me. This cat. Oh, that's not going to work. Can't see it. There we go. All right. So we posted. This cat is going bananas. All right. So let's I would be a happy boy if this was done in this session of drawing. So we'll see what happens. This cat is crazy. It's the craziest cat ever. Let me pull him out so you can see him. He's just biting my hand. Say hi to everybody, kitten. Say hello. This is my hangout buddy. He's all ornery today. Cats sleep so much. They're generally pretty stoked to be sleeping. All right, so let me get my tools. I will say this has been quite the productive week. These streams should become more and more fun for me because we are getting closer to finishing up this graphic novel. And let me tell you something. I am very excited about it. I would love to have 2 out or whatever I end up doing, but it doesn't really matter. The story is more important right now. I got too many hats on in the process. I kind of like get a little aggressive about moving in a certain direction. You know, you want to start doing something a little too soon, but it's kind of similar to when you're making something to eat. You know, there are steps to things you have to in order for the recipe to be correct. And recipe, I think, is the right metaphor for this because this is a recipe. It's a recipe of creativity, and you have to have good taste to pull it off, you know? So you can copy someone else's recipe and come up with something, but people, especially in this world of so much content that exists, you need to have something that really, in my opinion, feels very human. I think that people are going to start, how do I say this? Like, I think the oversaturation of computer work, even though I'm working on a computer, right? The cat just keeps going at me, man. What are you doing, Kiki? What are you doing? Why you keep attacking me, huh? If I let him go, he's just going to start chewing on wires. Oh my God, there was one time he was chewing on the wires and this tablet went offline. Oh, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Our life is so hard, Charlie. All right, I'll let you return to whatever it is that you do. All right. And maybe what we could do is we can get like a mic that kind of comes down. I don't know if I like having the mic right in the center, but I manage. You know, we all have our cross to bear. Cross to bear. That could be a funny joke. You know, everyone rises and falls, right? Everyone has their you know, humbling in life, no matter what the perspective is, or from the different perspectives that can exist in that kind of world. And I always thought it'd be really funny if we actually saw Willy Wonka, you know, where he lost his job. And he has to like work as a waiter, but he's like, if you were working as a waiter, like the crazy thing is I actually was working as a waiter in college, and it was a very humbling experience because people don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think about it. Like, the gig is the gig, right? You got a bunch of hungry people, lack of satiation. I think that's the right way to say that. And they're grumpy, and they're like, I want more, you know? And they don't care who you are. That's not what they're there for. They're not there to like see someone interesting. And also, like, for some people, it's the only time that they actually have power over somebody else, which is a very dangerous combination. Or sometimes not. Sometimes they decide to be very benevolent. But people can be really, really crummy. They put a lot of their happiness in your hands because they're going out, right? And they expect to be treated a certain way. That's very frustrating. Dealing with the public is actually what I would kind of define it as. The public can be rough. Let me tell you. Rough. It was rough. Okay, this is an interesting one. Then we have this guy here, like, huh? What in the world is going on here? This guy kind of looks like an umpire down here in the corner, in the right corner here. There's always a little bit more texture that can be added to things. This week has been great for the book, though. I've had huge breakthroughs in the writing, a lot of progress, something to really be celebrated. This cat is going to tear up this. I should just get a camera just for the cat. That's what I should do. Camera just for this cat. Jeez. Yeah, I do definitely got to get my workout in too. Ooh, cool. Getting messages from people. Come watch the stream. Don't congratulate me on streaming. We broke 100 streams. This ain't going nowhere, baby. This ain't going nowhere. This is what we do now. We stream and we make art and we put it out there and we'll show people line for line how we do this stuff. No one's going to say this is AI generated until I start generating it through AI. I mean, I think that at some point, so maybe we'll put a shoulder on this one like this. At some point, there's going to be some sort of automated benefit. Oh my God. Hi, TJ. Cryman's Blood. I don't think I'm familiar with that name. Cryman's Blood. I don't know what that means. It's Axe. Aries? Is it Aries? Aries. Oh, okay. Do I say that right? I'm always worried that I'm saying your name wrong. I was wondering if you were going to come back to the stream. You got a whole new setup. Look at you. You're changing your personality. You read Mud is Good and you were like, listen, the world is not right. I need to function differently. I need to function as Cryman's Blood. What are you doing, buddy? Aries. Yeah, Aries. Is that your real name? I actually follow somebody on social media with the name Aries. Really cool young guy. Never met him before. I've chatted with him in the DMs. He does video work and stuff, and I always encourage him to make features, which is kind of crazy because like when I was coming up, my real name is Sage. Oh, okay, cool. Wow, that's a really cool name. Is that really your name? You don't have to tell me. That's a cool name though. Believe it or not, TJ is not on my birth certificate. Yeah, you got luck. Your parents came up with a cool idea. Yeah, that's really cool. A really unique name that's kind of like bold or like one syllable. It's pretty valuable. But also having a run-of-the-mill kind of name isn't terrible. It's just when you get a tough, someone goes out on a limb and the name doesn't work. You never know. Is this going to work here? So it's interesting because all the stuff near the titles, we're going to have to really tighten it up a little bit. Aries, if you're interested, I'd be willing to give you access to the early version of the book to take a look at it. Obviously this isn't something I'm going to do all the time, but you're one of the more early supporters of the channel. But yeah, so I'm finishing up the first draft of this second book, and I'm actually going to reach into the first book because I may reset how I release these. Now, it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to give people as thick of books as I could and just do this with my life, making graphic novels. But now that I've been rejected by C2E2 and a few other conventions, it made me realize the fact that I only have one book and now I have two books and they're taking me like a year or so to do. They're not really doing the homework and learning, how much work I'm putting into this. Instead, they're looking at the number of points of sale opportunities. So I'm watching comic book companies like individuals who have like 5 comic books, which is, the comic book could be, 18 pages maybe. And the work is not very detailed, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Everyone's different, right? But because they have 5 points of sale, even though it only adds up to being like 100 pages or something like that, they go with that. And then those people get in and I don't get in. And it's a bummer. So I might have to break the series up into 5 books to be more appealing to the different aspects of the industry. And I don't mind. I mean, it just is what it is. I have to make compromises until I bring the audience, and then I can start making demands. But for now, I have to keep confirming. The longer you take for the book, the more substance for them to see. The longer you take for the book, the more substance for them to see. I don't know if that's true, though. I think that the longer I take for the book, the less material there is for them to see. Even though the material will improve because I'm taking the time and, having this really marinated experience with the book, But anyway, if you're interested, or I could just not get it to you and then you could just wait until it's done, and that could be a better experience for you. It's up to you. You would go to a convention in Washington? Cool. How did you... Also, I would love to review it. Yeah, we'll figure something out. It may not be a good idea to have you review it just because of your experience. So, but yeah, I might send it anyway. We'll see what happens. We're at an interesting stage. I love it where it is now, where like I can talk to you and Fujo Bear and a few other people, but over time I notice I'll go to other people's streams and I'll be like, dude, how do you read these? I don't think they read the comments. They just kind of, cherry pick, or they read it as like kind of like a whole thing, or people are having conversations inside of the stream, and yeah, I don't know how people do it. Not a problem I got right now. And this guy right here, let's just focus on this corner here. So really what I want to do is I want to fill in. Oh, they cherry pick between? That's good insight. I figured. And I feel like if I ever see a comment from you or Fujo Bear, no matter how big the stream gets, like I'll always engage you guys. Like there's always, you got to respect your OGs. So maybe something like this. I'll try to fill in right here. Yeah, let's do that. Because we need to leave space. I haven't really committed on the text, and I don't know what the rules are for text versus images going through it. Because there's a lot of rules with publishers about text. Like you can't just make whatever you want for text. It has to be clear. And you have to like pick a font and stuff, and then you can manipulate the font a little bit, but not a lot. I'm not sure why. I don't really understand that part of the publishing industry. Publishing is an interesting thing. I love that people still love buying essentially picture books from the comic book store. Anytime I go to the comic book store, like I can barely fit, like, Something I learned from streaming is that you want to have some rotation between what you're doing. Oh, are you saying it's getting boring watching me draw the same things? I could see that. Oh, you're not saying that? Oh. I do think about that sometimes. I think the difference is What do you mean if I have more going on? Like more stuff that I'm drawing or more boxes? Should I have a kitty cam? Have you seen my cat? I don't think you've seen my cat. Check this out. This is Charlie. Charlie's here for the right, buddy? He likes laying right behind me. What do you mean? Like, what do I got to do to have more people join? Adorable. Like more going on than what? Than just drawing? Like, should I do IRL? Go out and moan in people's ears? We do need a kitty cam. I wonder, I'd have to upgrade my hardware to have that many cameras feed into the graphics card. Because even this camera right here is, it's quite a load on the computer. And if I open up a really robust program, like a video editing program or an animation program, the OBS will crash. IRL would be cool. I don't know if IRL would work for a guy like me. You know what I could stream? I could stream my bike rides. And also, I was playing Civilization last night. What do you think? Do you think it'd be good for the stream if I streamed video games, maybe? I mean, it would probably be better for Twitch. You think so? Yeah, I think you're right. Now all the cats are going to look like Charlie. I'm just going to draw Charlie over and over again. Another top hat cat. Just these occasional top hats. They really like them. I will say you're doing good on tags. What does that mean? I'm doing good on tags. Like the words that I use? You're going to be my consultant on streaming? Oh, on stream description? Okay, cool. Some positive feedback. I'll take it. I'll tell you what, man. When you get to my age, people don't give you that much good feedback. They generally only tell you when you're messing up. It's just kind of the plight of being a man. Oh, when you saw the kitty part, you were like, all right, I'm going to check out this stream. This definitely is my kind of stream. Ooh, a cat with a neck. This is the first time I've drawn a neck on a space cat. They generally have their heads just run straight into their torso. Ooh, doing a little bit of Call of Duty, huh? That could be cool. Yeah, I'm down to pop in there. The only other thing I'm doing this stuff, and then I'm going for some bike rides to get some cardio around the city. I live in Chicago. And Chicago's a really nice place to ride bikes. I feel like Washington, or at least Seattle, seems like it's really nice for riding bikes too. But I'll kind of probably just go out there and crank around the city, look around, get my cardio in, and then come back and do some more work on this stuff. Oh, really? It's amazing for bike rides? That's what's up. Yeah. It's really important. I know that it's like an underutilized thing, but like especially nowadays, like there's a lot of young adults who, you know, they're making tough financial decisions, and there is, you know, biking is a way to stay in, you know, to allow yourself to accomplish your goals. Gas is not cheap. And also it doubles up for cardio. That's the one that I think is really undersold, which is that to and from work, I end up doing like 50, little less than 50 miles a week on the bike, you know, and I'm going somewhere, so I'm cranking, you know. Okay. You don't have a bike? You should be able to get a bike, though. Bikes aren't that expensive. You should get a bike. I'm surprised you don't have a bike. I am surprised. Okay, so we got a cat in there. This cat never existed. We put him in here. Let's kind of see what's going on with this guy. Give him a chin, maybe. A little bit of hair coming off the chin. And then he could... Maybe he's kind of got like this... I don't know. This guy's writing stuff. This guy's stepping out. Yeah, how tall are you, though? I'm 6 foot tall. I actually wouldn't recommend getting a bike exactly your height when you're tall. They're pretty dangerous. They go much faster, they're more effective, but the crashes are pretty awful. I actually one time got a bike that was from my height, and I got an accident, and it was pretty bad. Like I needed surgery and stuff. But yeah, so I bought another bike, and this bike, it's a real nice bike, but it's a little bit, you're 6'1", okay, same thing. I would try to get one that's smaller, but you're right, though. A really good bike for a taller person is going to cost you a little bit. So yeah, you can't just get anything. I would just get a really cheap used bike, like under $100, and then allow that to kind of carry you for a little bit until you can get a better bike. Biking is a powerful thing, especially if you're walking everywhere. So don't walk to the convention. Take a bike there. You know what I'm saying? This guy's got these pants. Okay, what's this dude doing? Let's do this. What if he's eating? Kind of change it up a little bit. You guys see what I'm doing? The philosopher is philosophizing. Who? Oh, yeah. What he could be doing. I was thinking he should just be eating. So maybe he's just wearing a food bib. Philosophizing. I don't even know what this is. But some sort of food here. He's just kind of holding it. This guy's drawing stuff. Or he's writing something. This guy can kind of hide here. Blah. My dad's girlfriend just walked into my room and yelled at my dad, "Can we swap kids?" just because of my room being cool. Oh, wow. That's an interesting compliment. Can we swap kids? Is her kid kind of lame? Is that what she's putting down her kid to try to put up her boyfriend's kid? Interesting. Well, it's funny because there was the one stream where your dad was like, "You're a pretty cool kid." And you're like, "Thanks, Dad. Thanks." My dad didn't start telling me I was cool until I became an adult. And the nice thing is you can tell he really means it. I think he thinks the stuff I'm doing is pretty cool. Just because I'm doing what I want. Be nice to have a little more money, though. But I'm sure everyone thinks that. Even rich people. They're probably like, just a little bit more. I don't know how to feel. Oh, I think she's just trying to be nice. She's giving a compliment. I think you can just appreciate the compliment with grace. I forgot to say her daughter is obsessing over me. It's scary. Oh, God. Aries, please don't go there. Please do not go there. And I mean that in all ways, defining those words. Do not go there in any capacity. If it is as serious as you're saying, you have to be the bigger person and just completely ignore it. I've always been pretty good at stuff like that, but I'm, you know what I mean, throughout my life, sometimes girls will like fall for me kind of hard. You know, I'm a relatively handsome guy. And under certain circumstances, like let's say, for example, a friend is obsessed with the girl or something like that, I never exploit that. I have 3 master locks on my door. That's pretty funny. I think one would have been fine. That's funny. Yeah, but and it's crazy because as I get older, I meet people and I assume that people have the same ethos as me, and they don't. I've met people who will straight up try to take my girlfriend, and I'm like, oh man, I thought we were cool. I thought you held yourself to a higher standard, and people don't do that. Oh no, the speaker's dying. Hey Kitty, where's the charger? Oh, here it is. Kitty, go get me the charger. This speaker takes a beating. I actually use the speaker. But would be hilarious. Would be hilarious. Oh, Corey Wagner's texting me back. That's a good sign. Corey's like me. He doesn't get back to people very often, and it's not a personal thing. It's just you know, sometimes you just don't know what to say, and also you don't want to get into like a general dialogue with people sometimes. He's like my spirit animal in a lot of ways. We're very similar. Hey kitty. Want to see the kitty? Hey kitty, where are you at? Where are you at? Show him the kitty. There he is. Aries, this is what I assume you look like. Just like this. Not even just a cat, but just like a cat hiding. That's what I assume you look like. Where are you at? Come on. Come back. The kitty cat cam. There we go. So let's see if we can turn this back on and get our music going. I'm really excited to develop the stream because I really, honestly, I just kind of did it just because. And I'm starting to really enjoy the process and everything and talking to people and developing the projects live. So the stream's going to get cooler. So keep giving me suggestions. I'll go down that route. I'll keep working through it because once these graphic novels are done, I want to be a YouTube animator. It's really what I want to do. That's me when the girl is around. Hiding like a kitten. Hold on. I gotta, sounds like someone's ringing my door and I didn't invite anybody over, but I'm gonna go see what that's about. Stay here, kitty. Don't go anywhere. you meowing about? I'm back. I'm back, buddy. I wasn't going to be gone for long. It's okay. Come here. Come here. All right. Oh, the meows. Yeah, I know. And it wasn't even for me. I knew it wasn't for me. Anybody ringing my door? Most people don't even know where I live. I'm like not in a, I don't know what you would call it, like a normal place. I mean, that's all relative too. Bump, bump. Wonder how long it's going to take to fill this space in. So we'll do this space. I got you, computer lady voice. Let's see if we can. There we go. Back with some chill music. Okay, so then, yeah, we'll fill in this space. And then what I could do is maybe do this bottom half tonight. Try to come all the way around. I mean, honestly, I think I should just keep drawing until it's done, but I just don't think that's going to happen. The reason why I'm going I've been getting a little bit of negative feedback. What's up, buddy? You want to come hang out up here? You can hang up here. Say something to the people. Say something. I got you, computer lady voice, my favorite quote. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. It's because I got to enunciate to talk into the mic, and it scares them because I generally don't talk that loud. All right, buddy. You just going to hang out on the edge of the chair? You weirdo. Wonder where is the Supreme Court? It's probably in Washington, D.C., right? Everything's in Washington, D.C. Not after the revolution. After the revolution, the Supreme Court will probably go to Texas or something. The South will force concessions on the North. Where is the Supreme Court located? Washington, D.C., I imagine. See if there's a map showing it. You miss having a cat? Yeah. I had no pets for a long time. You know, people used to be able to walk into the Supreme Court. I think you can still watch the Supreme Court. It's just the seats are limited. But there are still very old rules to the government. You know, the way that Washington, D.C. is laid out when they designed it in the 1700s was based on how long it took someone to walk from the White House to Congress, and then I'm assuming to the Supreme Court. And so they timed it how long it would take to walk to it, because the idea was that the theory was that Congress was full of lazy people in a sense. I mean, that because they're more common people. So the president would send a messenger on the cover, that is. I have a pic. Could you draw my cat that passed? Yeah. Aries, send me a picture of your cat. We'll put him on the cover. 100%, bro. I got you. But I want to get this part out because I think this is kind of interesting. The concept was that the president, and this goes all the way back to George Washington. This is when they set this up originally. He would send an assistant to go to Congress and see what they're up to. And so that individual would go to Congress and see what the agenda is. Now, the thing is, when they first started the country, there wasn't a lot on the docket because they couldn't really agree, and they were kind of just getting started, and they weren't sure how to approach it routinely. And so what would happen is that the messenger would go back to the White House, and then the president would go, okay, well, then give them this legislation to vote on, basically giving them work to do. Like, George Washington was not a slouch by any means. That dude got shit done day after day. A lot of presidents were like that. Some of them weren't. Some of them are kind of just like presiders. I should do a podcast on the history of presidents. I actually think I would have a pretty insightful opinion on a lot of them. The ones that are the most interesting to me would probably be the ones around the Civil War and the Great Depression era. Those are really fascinating to me. And then the Founding Fathers are interesting, but the more you learn about them, the more you realize, I mean, Washington had some pretty dope ideas about things, but some of them weren't shit. Like Thomas Jefferson was fine. But the more you learn about him, you start to find out that he's like, he was broke. You know, he died broke. Thomas Jefferson tried to free his slaves in his will but he owed so much debt. He owed about $100,000 in debt in the 1700s that even though he had things in his will, he couldn't fulfill the will. Pretty much all of his assets, his property, his slaves, everything were sold to pay his debts. I agree. Yeah, I could do one at some point. Who knows? Maybe over time I'll become an internet personality. I have the personality. I have something to bring to the table. I just don't like the current way that things are done, which is you have to be controversial. Maybe what? Maybe what? Maybe I got the personality. Maybe I don't. Well, you would know, right? You're a Gen Zer. Also check Insta. What's on Insta? Oh, you got the picture? Send it my way, my friend. Whoa. I don't see it. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Oh, wow, that's a good-looking cat. I like that cat a lot, Aries. Yeah, let's bring that bad boy in. And then I'll actually drop him in here, and I'll draw him just the way he looks, too. Mongo. Very nice. Let's do an airdrop then. Where's the airdrop on the phone? Oh, what's up, buddy? All right, let's see what we got here. What's up, buddy? He just loves attention. Oh, now my screenshot's back. Thanks. Is it under downloads? It is. Oops. Quit chewing on my pants. When I buy the book, I'm going to show my dad that Mongo is on it. Oh, yeah, he'll be stoked. He'll be like, that's pretty cool. Okay. Let's just straight up put Mongo on here. Let's put a nice spot for him. Maybe we'll put him down here in the corner. Oh, your dad liked Mongo too? Oh, Mongo made it to 14? That's a pretty good life for a cat. This cat is just destroying my shorts. Let's just pray that Charlie makes it 14 plus years. Chawi. I'm going to let you chew on... Man, if I put him down, he's going to start chewing on wires. That's all right. He kind of already looks like a space cat, honestly. Yeah, Charlie's a good cat. He's a sweet cat. If I could just potty train him, I'd be stoked. Oh, he's got a lot of whiskers, too. He's got a big old front to his face. No, you showed your dad. I like the dark face. I mean, it's a really good looking cat. Cool, now I'm sad. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for making me sad, son. I should just call you Sad Son. Thanks a lot. Great, now I just remember the happiness that Mongo gave me. Thanks a lot. Now I'm thinking about my loss. Wasn't thinking about it before all day. Wasn't thinking about it all day. And now I'm sad. Yeah, I bet. That's all right. Ow! Jeez, Kiki. Come on, let me draw. Let me draw, kitty. That's a pretty good addition, though. He definitely looks different. He is a real life space cat. He's a good space cat. It's a nice addition because it kind of pulls away a lot of the stylization. No, maybe not. Move you down. Oh, sorry. Oh, did the stream crash? Oh, no. Hopefully it catches up. What's going on? Let's make sure. Let's make sure to save this. Such a bummer. Yeah, it's just hanging here. Nope. We're still here. Nope. I hear you talking. Oh, so there's just no image? I could try and put up the image again. Wonder if that'll help. I don't know what this is. Video capture. Okay. So we have this. Now, why would it crash? Such a bummer. I might have to relaunch. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oops. That's not right. Now why would that happen? Everything's working on your end? Maybe... Let's try this. Oh, well, the browser must have crashed or something on my end. I actually like it when the camera's up here. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It's a weird moment. Uh-oh, the kitty's sleeping. It's always a bummer. I don't know, how long ago did I start? About an hour? Wow, I've been live for an hour. I think I did nothing for about a good 15-20 minutes. So that doesn't really matter. Let's see. Let's keep pushing this kitty. Yeah, I wonder what caused it to crash. Or I don't think it crashed. I wonder what that was about. And I don't think there's a lot of programs open. Oh, Steam's open. I could close Steam. OBS is open. Yeah, I don't know. Streaming, no matter what, is always a fickle kind of business. There's a reason why, you know what's funny? The reason why the Joe Rogan Experience is a 3-hour stream is because that's how long the TriCaster would go for. And it would crash and they would just end the stream. That's really what happened. Not too bad. Let's get him a little more texture and then we can move on to another cat. What if we just make his hands the same way? Just like this. So he was actually more like, let's see. He was actually more like this with his arm. He had an elbow. Some of the space cats don't have elbows. They just have shoulders that go to a wrist. And I've been doing that for a while. So it's interesting. There's basically different breeds, I guess you could say. That's about right. He's a big guy here. And then you could just put his paw here. I'm going to give him some digits. He's like, girl, what? Girl, huh? He is the ultimate space cat. You know, I like the design a lot. I might actually use him in the story, maybe. I mean, everything's already kind of worked out, but you know, he might pop up in the story. Yeah, because I was kind of thinking what I'll do as I fill in the backgrounds is I'll look at this cover, and if I need a character to fill in, I'll pick a character and I'll start filling it in. Kind of like how not South Park, The Simpsons does it. I'm sure South Park does it too, but maybe we get another panicky cat. Oh my god, what? Kind of got someone like this somewhere around here, but we'll do it again. I like this pose. We'll have him running past all this stuff, so it'll be like kind of this thing. Working on a Saturday is dad energy, in my opinion. You know what's crazy, Aries? I have a close friend who just moved to Seattle, I believe, from Colorado. Just another kind of up and coming city, migratorial city. Okay, so then we got that. So then we got this guy too. Let's get in here. So what is he doing? He's writing. He's also kind of holding a piece of paper. Look for a white light. Trust me. You guess so. I don't think I know what that's referring to. I wonder how many times the stream actually hasn't crashed, but I thought it crashed because of the program that I used to stream. I mean, the stream looked fine. That's interesting. I won't be able to really do a diagnostic on it. That's a little bit of a bummer. What if we got a cat that's got like a detective situation like this? Detective cat who's got a like a magnifying glass. That doesn't really read very well. The old detective look. No one even dresses like this anymore. Just kind of a media trope. Ooh, I might be able to draw someone in here. And we got the long mouth cats. Put him in here. This reminds me of Charlie. Charlie just looks at things like, huh? He's a very chill cat, which is really what I was hoping for. He was not chill at first. He kept meowing a lot. I think he was trying to call his mom. I return from the grave of feeding dogs. Oh, how many dogs do you guys have? That's pretty cool. Oh, 3 dogs. That's nice. Man, that's an animal-loving household for sure. All right, we're getting close. We're getting in there. So then we got this guy, the little spy guy. Maybe something in here would be good. Finish up this girl here. Kind of come down with this. Maybe move him over a little bit. I don't know. Or maybe he'll move this whole group over. Because I don't like how this runs into the title too much. This is basically like a collage kind of drawing. Why do people want to text me now? No one was bothering me all day. Social media is so interesting. Keep working out, I guess. Oh my goodness. It's not a bad one. It's a pretty good one. Oh my God. Yeah, maybe. You know what's kind of interesting about that? They are like, oh, he's streaming, let's bother. So, you know what? I'm actually not going to talk about it in the stream. I have had some pretty, how you say, like people giving me bad news via text, knowing that I'm going live and that I'm going to get the text live so they can watch my response. I've definitely had that, and I have no doubt about that. That's a weird thing to do. It would probably be better if I just didn't stream, or I didn't have my phone on during the stream at all. Okay. Let's zoom out. All right, we're doing pretty good with this, but I am getting bored. Oh, bored. Let's move to something inside of the book. Okay, so this is Charda imprisoned, right? So why don't we take this panel? Let's develop this panel. This will be much better. Make it much better. Mucho better. Oh yeah, I'm giving up too much exposition, huh? It's Charda with a D. Actually, would your elbows... I guess your elbows would go above your head more. Oh, are you saving up for a PC? That's nice. It's gonna be a gaming PC. I thought I was gonna get a PC, but man, I enjoy using a Mac for creative stuff. Do not like using a PC for work. Man, I'm not good at making sure this is centered. The stream lagged. Well, it's funny because it's not lagging on my end. Boy, oh boy. Oh, 130 bucks saved? Yeah. What do you want to do with it? You want a game? You know what's so crazy too? Graphics cards are so expensive. And it's so crazy. You would have expected that no one could have predicted. Well, I guess some people could have predicted, but the value of computer parts keeps going up. It's a weird thing. I did not expect that to happen. I thought they'd come down because people would just kind of keep trying to make money off of it. And that happened, and it's still accelerated the value of computers. It's pretty nuts. You found something weird. What does that mean? was about to say, yeah, that may not be the right path for that. Nothing inappropriate, just wondering. It's a PC, sorta. Oh, look at the Insta, sorry. I mean, I haven't looked at this. Stream game VR. Somehow missed all that. Let's take a look. Oh, geez. That's only $600. I like the LED or LCD monitor on the front. It seems kind of low. Is it you? No, it's new. I'm surprised. I'm surprised it's so affordable. That's the way to go, though. You know? Yeah, I don't understand the LCD screen either. It might be kind of a gimmicky thing. Because really all you need to do is turn it on and off. So the LCD screen is probably just a few other extra apps that can be shown. I don't know. Where are we at here? Dan, get off of social media. I don't understand the LCD monitor. Yeah, me either. Oh. Uh-oh. Did we crash again? Well, looks like we might crash. Wonder what causes all that. Well, let's make sure we save. Did I crash yet? Not sure. Let me refresh this page. It might be just this web page. I might have to find a new aggregate to stream on because I'm not really stressing my computer that much. Yeah. Can you still see me? Video feed down. It's frozen. No. Yeah, it's kind of getting glitchy. What in the world? You know what it might be? It might just be going past an hour. It might be too much for my computer. I don't like that. I mean, because I've done some really long streams. Maybe I could bring down the quality of the video even more. Yeah, I might have to bring down the quality of the video a little bit more. Am I still frozen? Yeah, maybe. I'll have to figure something out. If it crashes, I'll make some sort of adjustment. But until then... I feel like Charta's head might be a little too big here. I have to bring down the head size a little bit. Yeah, the computer's struggling, or OBS is struggling. Oh, you know what it might be? It might be the size that I'm making the image. So maybe what we'll do is we'll bring it down. Still frozen. Yeah, this is so big. It might be just because I'm using such a huge image. Yeah, I think it might be the size of the image. That looks like a live feed. Looks like we're back up. All right, we're up and running again. Yeah, it generally comes down to the data. Okay. Just because I'm always worried about drawing in a place that people can't see what I'm doing. Peach rings. I don't know what a peach ring is. Cool. The stream can go on. Very good. Oh, candy. Oh, peach ring gummies. Oh, yeah. I know about those. Don't they generally cover those in sugar? Sugar. I wish I could take my cat with me on my bike ride. How much longer am I going to draw for? Let's do another hour. Yeah, but I don't know. I'd have to put him in like a book bag or something. Or I could put him on the front of me, but then he would probably get bummed about it. He likes his freedom, as most cats do. Is that insane? Another hour insane? No, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to go for a bike ride. I just don't want to be sitting here too long. It's not good for my health in the long term. But I'm only working on this project until it's done. I got a couple other work projects I got to do. Social media stuff. Another hour. You're insane. I am so insane. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I lagging again? Uh-oh. Am I lagging again? No. I don't really like this drawing very much, but it definitely gives exposition. It might be better to just do a close-up of his eye. I'm actually going to pull this out and put this back. Not that one. Maybe we'll do this, then we'll get rid of the other one. I don't even know what this top layer is doing, but I'll hold on to it for a little bit. Let's merge these together. See, that's the thing. That's the reason why I blow it up, because the image will get so small in the process of me working. But, you know, I'm asking a lot from my computer. This is a really big monitor. This is a really big tablet to drink on. I'm out of peach rings, and mercy for my enemies. I feel that. I'm kind of interested in getting candy too, but man, when you get to my age, candy will devastate your body. So I have to avoid it. What's your problem, bro? Am I stepping on your... What are you meowing about? Are you hungry or something? Me or what? What is it? Looks like the stream's getting glitchy again. What do you want to do? What? Oh, I feed him several times a day. I don't even have a routine for his feeding. I just give him food whenever he asks for it. So he's a spoiled cat. I guess what I could do is I could drop the video processing down one step for the next stream. But for now, we're going to go until we crash. Okay. Let's bring back our cover. Get back to work. Where's that red? Yeah, here we go. He makes it. It's too hard. It's too many pieces of hair that the computer's got to process. It's overwhelming. His name's Mr. Lag. All right, so maybe what we'll do is we'll put somebody right. No, I don't know if I can. I might have to just fill in. I don't like the way that sits there either. Maybe we'll get some in here. What could you do? Buy me a flag of my own logo. Nah, don't spend your money, buddy. Save up for that computer. Don't worry about me. I'm investing enough. I'm blessed investing plenty of money in Conformity Farm. Ooh. Yeah, save it for when I make something that you can have. But I appreciate the sentiment. Trust me, I do. No, you didn't tell me that you upgraded your room, but with your mom or your dad's boyfriend, your dad's boyfriend, with your dad's girlfriend complimenting your room, I had an idea that you had did some good work with your room. That's always the coolest thing as a kid, to update your room. I mean, that was always the coolest thing, changing your environment. And I will say, in life, it doesn't get any less cool. It's still cool if you upgrade your environment. Actually, some adults, they just kind of don't do that. I got a buddy who doesn't do that at all. And I feel bad for him. I'm like, dude, enjoy the finer things. And he's like, huh? I'm going to enjoy my laptop and my YouTube. So we got something here. Don't you dare chew on those cables. Charlie, no. 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 He's chewing on the cables. This stream's going to go down because Charlie's chewing on cables. Hey, get out of here. What are you doing? Oh, it's really nice and cool here. I do get that. But please do not chew on these cables, Charlie. There's no reasoning with you. calm this. You want out? He's chewing on cables is what he's doing. You want out? Charlie's a silly boy. Coming out here? Feels like it might rain today. There you go. Yeah, look at yourself in the mirror. He likes looking at himself in the mirror. He'll spend a lot of time in the mirror. What is this? Oh, that's an interesting comment. Your drawings are stupid. Stop drawing. Okay. Blocked. Why would anyone take time to hate on something they don't like? I would rather hate on something that I liked than it changed or something. But just, I got these people on Instagram that say wild stuff every once in a while. You'd be surprised, Aries, what people will say to me. But I used to get affected by it when I was younger. And then you kind of have to think about it and you have to go, well, what kind of person do you think you're really talking to there? Oh, this guy shows up twice too. He's up here twice. That's okay. Stream's still working. Look at me, I got all pale. I wonder if it's gonna rain today. Is today a raining day? Everybody better keep this phone. Nope. Clear skies all day. 81. I'm gonna go put a helmet on and some sunglasses and ride around the city, baby. Okay, cool. So let's charge this up. There we go. Where are we at here? All right, the stream's still up. All right. The stream is still alive. Let's fill these bad boys in. Okay, so then I had these outlines. I don't know how important they are. I might keep them just to, move forward. Someone needs back here. So maybe we got another cat. There you go. That cat's a little different. And what if he's holding like a basket or something? Yeah, that's not bad. We could do that. 2 things on Insta. What, you sent them? Oh, cool. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's a really chill room. I respect it. I respect it. Where's your orange cat at? That's the real question. I gotta ask the tough questions. Picture of Mongo. Yeah, where's the orange cat at? Mongo and a friend. Aw, you had to get rid of her? Oh, that's rough. What do we have? Two cats holding up little baskets. We could have these be more feminine type cats. What is it, Charlie? He's back in the. He opened the door. She was a mean cat, Mona? Oh no, Mona. I once knew a girl named Mona. She wasn't mean. She was a nice girl. What if we just put a bunch of cats holding baskets here in this corner here? I actually kind of like this aesthetic here. These cats holding these baskets up where they have their paws like this and they're holding baskets. My voice sounds so deep compared to what I hear. I didn't hear any audio on your video. Yeah, Aries, you do have a deep voice. No, it's a cool environment that you built. That's pretty good. It's very chill. It kind of reminds me of what I want to do for the background for my stream. What, Charlie? What? What is it, Bodie? What? What? Do what? Change the stream? I know. I don't want to spend too much time talking about it, but I will say this. Let me officially go on the record in saying I started streaming as an experiment. Well, kind of. I'd streamed before for the first book, and I didn't have my camera up or anything. And I'm enjoying it. I enjoy the process. I think it's good. I think it's good to record the work. So that people can go through and see the journey. I think, honestly, these streams will become far more valuable in the future as people read the graphic novels or other work that I do and kind of want to see what that's like, especially when there was nobody here. Experimentation is always nice. Yeah, well, I think it's like, don't have huge expectations for what you're doing. Just do it, do it. And a lot of people say do the best you can do, which is that's a good way to start. But for me, if I try to do the best I can do when I start something, there's a huge risk that I won't start. So I just I give myself the lowest expectations, and then I throw myself in it, and then I start building up, especially when I know, that wherever my plateau is, that means I improve to wherever my plateau is. But then something happens. I actually said this on a stream previously. You are a philosopher. Thanks. That's a nice thing to say. But when you get to a certain plateau, what happens is you're like, okay, I'm functioning at my capacity. Then you keep doing it, right? And then you go, this isn't good enough. And generally we have something in us, maybe some sort of for me, it's aggression. I'm always worried Charlie's going to kill himself. He's over here chewing on stuff. He'll be all right. For me, it's aggression. I start to use different energies and I put it in the work, and that gets me through the more painful times of kind of developing over time. So it's an unavoidable amount of difficulty that you have to go through. Now you can kind of half-ass it and be like, okay, it's fine, it's good for me or whatever. But you got to get through that, right? Like that easy time. That's good to get started, but you got to grind out at some point and start pushing yourself, and it'll be very uncomfortable. I encourage people to move into the avenue of discomfort. That's really where growth is, because that discomfort over time it's overwhelming at first, and then it'll start to subside, and then before you know it, it's the new normal. And then you go to the next plateau. And we don't live long enough to become masters, in my opinion. Very few people get to become masters, and generally they subject their life to basically this like monk type of life, and they only play basketball, or maybe they only draw, like Kim Jong-gi. And a lot of those people actually, Kim Jong-gi passed away from a heart attack, and that's generally indicative of stress. So that was self-manifested. So you gotta be easy on yourself. But pick your thing. When you pick your thing, you have to say no to everything else. And keep grinding it out. So my point is, when it comes to the stream, I did it. I threw myself at it, but I know I can do way, way better. I could have sound effects. I could have multiple cameras. I could go longer. I could stream different things. I could stream everything I'm doing for the most part. I'm a very digital kid myself. Well, I guess I'm a little old to call myself a kid. The only people who can call me kid anymore are people who are like 50 plus. What is it, Charlie? You still exploring? A little ADD. But looking at different streams that exist, like how am I going to point my camera? What's my layout look like? I already know what I'm going to do for my next background. So I'm excited. I still got to buy equipment for more working stuff for filmmaking. So I got to buy C-stands and flags and different lenses. Quit chewing on it. Charlie, stop chewing on that, dude. You can't just be eating everything. Like, how'd you make it millions of years? I don't understand. You guys are just eating sticks. Anyway, yeah. So that's my 2 cents. Thank you for sharing. It's an interesting environment you're building for yourself. Very chill. That's important. I kind of had something like that too. My stuff was a little darker when I was still living with my parents. Rock and roll was still a predominant culture. And so I still kind of had like things that were black and kind of like satanic, but not like as a Satanist, but just kind of as like a rock and roll kind of thing. That stuff was kind of going around still. So rock and roll is oldies now. It's kind of weird. I held out. I wasn't listening to rap for a long time, and now you have to embrace it because it's the contemporary zeitgeist. Yeah, but I have philosophical behaviors. Maybe we'll just we'll call these the kitty bunnies, and we'll put a group of kitty bunnies right here in the corner. That's how I'll fill in the end. Okay, instead of making individual cats, what I'll do is I'll have a certain type of group of cats that are similar, which will actually make this look a little more natural. What's up, Kiki? What's up, Kiki? Oh. I don't even know if anybody's listening. What, Kiki? So that could be a cool corner. And then maybe what we could do is we could put the cast up here. That could be kind of cool. I was going to put them over here, but I might actually keep this open for the exposition of the book. And maybe I could put some mud pillows in here too to fill up some space. So maybe this will go more up this way. And then what we'll do is we'll leave that space over here on the left for CPU stuff or ISBNs, different stuff like that. And actually we'll go all the way through like this, unless I have to do the title again. I'm not really sure. See, the first book, I just kind of threw it together, I was like, oh, I'm doing a book. But now that we're going to the next one, or we're taking the next step, we want everything to be legit. I don't want to be differentiated from Superman. It's a weird thing to say. Clearly, this is different from Superman. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, not too bad. Maybe not all the way up to the top. Maybe what we could do is we could put a title up here. And then I think, yeah, I'll fill some of the space up with mud pillows. What if we put Dear God right up at the top here, though? Let's see what that would look like. Let's take him from the cover. Or from the beginning. So what if we just put him up here, and then the exposition kind of comes off of him? Because really, no one knows anything about Conformity Farm, so it's really important to have that kind of, you know, people want to get a lot for their money, you know, so we want to give them the impression there's a lot of entertainment to come inside of this book. I don't know if this is enough space. Might just have to be black right here. And then from here, you could say, you know, whatever we're going to say, like when, yeah, whatever the exposition is, we could put it here so that people could read about it and decide whether or not this is something they should check, they might want to check out. Something like that. And then I'll put Bassa right here. Or I could, I don't know, we're getting there. So let's see, we got this out here. All my eyes do is look at the parts that aren't done and that need to be worked on. That's all I can look at. I can't really see it. Man, this is probably something I could wrap up this weekend. Keep drawing the characters down. Well, before I draw them down, I'll add more in here. So maybe get this corner, do a little bit more in this corner over here. Also, I need to have the CF somewhere. So I don't know exactly where I'll put that. That's the reason why I had this all zoomed in, because when I zoom out, you guys can still see what I'm doing, but it's hard to tell now. All right, let's keep drawing away. What are you doing, Charlie? Say something to the people. Nothing? Okay. Hey, kitty. All right, not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Where are we at here? 2 hours? What do you think, Charlie? Think that's a wrap for a little bit, and we'll come back to it. All right. I'll be back later at some point, possibly. Might have to wait until tomorrow morning, but I have a feeling I'll be back. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging with Charlie. And until next time, huh? Getting close.